Any uneasy feeling, any situation of denial in your life, is to confront the situation head on and resolve it one way or another. This is something that often takes tremendous courage. Often giving in to your fears becomes a habit, and you no longer have the strength of character to act in your own best interests. A natural tendency of human nature is to do and say what is fun or easy rather than what is right and necessary. Do unto you. Love your neighbor as yourself and do unto others as you would have him do unto you. If you live your life alone and with others as you would like to be remembered, as a role model for others, you will feel the deep down pride and satisfaction of being a whole person, a light under your world. And find self-respect, and self-respect is the basis of courage. We develop courage by taking full and complete control over our lives and our thinking. Bring your fears as you advance. The hero is just an ordinary person who is brave 5 minutes longer than the others. You develop courage by being courageous when every fiber of your being is pulling you back toward safety in the comfort zone. The need for security of life, limb, and property is the basic human need, the survival need. But the quest for security often creates only insecurity. General Douglas MacArthur said, "There is no security in life, only opportunity." How do you develop the courage you need to be successful? Here are some ideas you can use that have been used by others. Remember always that the fear of failure is a learned habit, a conditioned response that can be unlearned with practice. If you don't think the fear of failure has a predominant place in your life, ask yourself this question: the man or woman who acts courageously. Assistance will come to you in ways you cannot predict. You can largely neutralize the fears of failure that inhibit effective action by using visualization and positive affirmations by reprogramming yourself for success. Every time you visualize your goal and see it as already attained in your mind, you intensify your desire and diminish your fears. Whenever you feel the tightness in your solar plexus, which signals that you fear failure and something coming up, sit down quietly and repeat the words, "I can do it. I can do it. I can do it," over and over with enthusiasm until the fear subsides. With regard to developing courage, perhaps the best success method of all in dealing with fear was explained in Dorothea Brand's 1935 bestseller, Wake Up and Live. She found the formula that turned her life around in these words. She said, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Act as though it were impossible to fail. If you force yourself to act the part of a fearless, courageous person, in time it will stop being an act and become your reality." Remember, most of what we do is habit, either good habits that lead to success or bad habits that lead to failure. Therefore, whenever you have the choice of moving forward or playing it safe, choose to move forward, because whatever you choose, that will become your habit, and your habits will determine your destiny. The flip side of the coin of courage is the quality of persistence. The two are inseparable and develop simultaneously. Persistence is self-discipline in action. To persist in the face of adversity requires courage, character, and a deep abiding faith in yourself and your ability to overcome. Just as you can never achieve more than you can believe yourself capable of, your capacity for faith grows as you practice sticking to it when the going gets rough. Most of us start off in life with an overabundance of self-doubt, lacking self-confidence in many areas, maybe even with an inferiority complex. In fact, your willingness to persist in spite of temporary setbacks and disappointments is your true measure of your belief in yourself and in your ability to succeed. Every man or woman who has ever achieved anything worthwhile has had to endure the dark night of the soul, those agonizing periods when it seems that all is lost and there's no purpose in hanging on. However, they find that nature is a trickster, and you are often only one step from victory. The real aim of life is to develop character and substance as a human being, to become a man or a woman for all seasons, a person of whom nature can be proud. But character can only be developed in the crucible of experience, hard, bitter, difficult experience. Adversity is not to be feared and avoided, it is to be embraced and overcome. Within every setback or difficulty lies a valuable lesson, often an advantage or benefit that you can find if you look for it. Napoleon Hill in his success classic Think and Grow Rich said that persistence is to the character of man or woman as carbon is to steel. The more often you fail and learn from your failures, the more rapidly you move ahead. Anyone can persist and have courage when the going is good, it's when the outlook seems bleak that character is required. In the poem Carry On by Robert W. Service, he says, "And so in the strife of the battle of life, it's easy to fight when you're winning. It's easy to slave and starve and be brave when the dawn of success is beginning. But the man who can meet despair and defeat with a cheer, there's the man of God's choosing. The man who can fight to heaven's own height is the man who can fight when he's losing." You must resolve in advance that no matter what happens, you will never give up. Take every setback as a spur to greater effort, as a challenge to bring out the best in you. Never consider the possibility of failure.